everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm your host, Lasan Faye, and here before us is Inquisitor Faye Lavalin. So, let us read this note. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing, pulse over fast, non-responsive, pupils dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. I want to open these, but they're DLC items, so I'm going to avoid that for the time being. Oh. Hello. Certainly a way to wake up, isn't it? Anything in here? No? Okay.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Okay.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
Seekers are willing to learn from their mistakes when they are wrong. That is the main difference. Andraste's Mabari, one of the songs in Dragon Age Inquisition, which you can collect songs. I will come back to this, I think. Maybe at a later point, and at the very least read through some of the song lyrics, since I may not focus on them too strongly.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger. I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still,
More than anyone else did.
been a lot of rifts left all over. Little
What's
cracks in the sky. She can feel those though.
Okay. Read. Day 3. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus, vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save her life, and will they just execute her? Will inform Lady Cassandra I expect her to wake before the morn. Excuse me.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Thank you. Okay. Nope, it is lootable. I just somehow overdid the pixel. There's a Thren who we will meet momentarily. Yes, take all those.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Indeed.
Most of the Grand Clerics died at the Company.
Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do. She managed nonetheless.
And article on the Fade, which is the place that we fell out of. It is the place where elves and humans go to dream. Mages more consciously than most.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royal immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes Divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The elf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor. as is yours.
Which I actually personally like that line of Cassandra's. For multitudes of reasons, but the main reason being the point of that they're supposed to serve the principles, and when a given leader is not serving those principles, knowing that it is okay to not serve that leader in order to still serve the principles on which the Chantry is founded. I think that's a really interesting line to say, and I'm glad they mention it in here.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
You realize I'm an elf. A Dalish elf.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Oh, but it is.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Yay?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way.
True.
We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
Okay.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you.
Not really by choice.
As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Alright, I'm not gonna ask that one.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
So the ravens go to the Templar Order and to the mages. And a guy in a big burly coat improperly nails something to a wall. And Roderick throws a little hissy fit. We get this beautiful montage. I like how they say no leader, but Cassandra is clearly who everyone looks up to. And the Inquisition banner. It only took us until the 3rd episode, but we finally got to the title screen. Alright. So, let us go and explore Haven. So, know thine enemy, and Haven's best and brightest. We will start here.
Do you think the mages will be able to seal the breach? I heard some speak of using the Templars instead. Oh. I suppose that would work as well.
And you two have the same animation. There you go.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands.
Yay!
Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
Fair.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under 10 Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting a signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Turn Loghain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Alright.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay, since I know I can't do that yet. Wait. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Sorry, that took me a second. Let us go speak to the apothecary. Yep.
Say, Segret told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segret he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal. Still unresponsive. Careful drop feed of prep. Fruit extract to hasten her recovery. Lots of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the gray. Encouraging. And yes, Segret is an asshole. The shocking stuff. Right on.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen.
Fair.
You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
Okay.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
And he gave me the regeneration potion. Which, yes, I will add one of those to mine and Cassandra's. Because I still
Let me know if you need anything.
also need to conserve some. Ah, Solus.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything.
Gee, thanks.
I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Yep. All right. Another book. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, a well-worn quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the cool of autumn with the fall of another, the collected dreams of desire, being the confessions of an apprentice in training more furrowing than harrowing, forbidden dalliances at their most spirited. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought but spry of step. The lady herself says, enchanting, one supports the circles if only because closed doors offer the imagination of more. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. I love the Randy Dowagers. Huh, sack. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Do you have more to say?
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
Indeed.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
Yeah, no. Because actually, honestly, the way he describes it, it does sound wondrous. And so yeah, the role I'm gonna kind of take on with Faye is being a little more curious. So, you know, I've got to be very inquisitive in Inquisition.
I'd like to know more about demons.
Your Dalish say the demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Alright. Thanks, Solus.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
We'll just let you float to wherever you need to be.
All things in this world are
Have you heard about the refugees out in the hinterlands near Redcliffe?
has lost. Those who steal from their
The
brothers
mages and the
sisters
Templars put a lot of
do
people
harm
up
to their
there.
livelihood and
At
to
least
their
Mother
peace of
Giselle is
mind.
there to help.
Our maker
Okay.
sees this.
Suck. Alright. And Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right?
Brilliant.
I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
No, there's a lot.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
You're a good guy, Varric.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Yep. Well, we'll get there. Maybe.
I spoke with Commander Cullen. I apologize for what I said earlier.
It's nothing. Now, Scout Lane, what can you tell me of Redcliffe?
The mages have been quiet since their attack on the Conclave.
Their attack? Do you have information confirming that the mages were responsible?
Well, I had assumed.
Don't. Our job is to acquire actionable information. Assumptions can lead you to overlook something vital.
Hey. I love all of the side chatter that happens. Love, love, love it.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentagast might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Angsburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
Oh my
And
god.
what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
Flissa thought you and your men might be working up a thirst. She sent me over to see if you needed anything.
We're fine, thank you.
Nice camaraderie. Alright, Harriet.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are.
Apparently.
How's the new gear fit?
Little odd.
It's not exactly what I'm used to.
Wrong time for style to dictate what you wear. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Okay.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Okay.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering.
Oh.
Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Then again, fair's fair. It was one of them that stopped the Blight and all.
Yes, it was.
Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Okay. Alright.
Goodbye.
Right.
So. We can modify weapons. Modify armor. Craft weapons. And craft armor? Okay. Let's go with Samite. Heal bonus or spirit resistance. Let's go with the heal bonus. And there we go.
Looks fine.
Alright. So, yeah. So now I've got new armor, which is an improvement over my current armor. Yay. What else do I have to do here? Piece by piece. Modify armor. Find Tegan's notes. Alright, modify. And add some arms, which I believe is that glove there. Yep. Yes, keep my changes. Alright. So that is going to be our introduction to Haven for the time being. We will explore more of Haven and Dragon Age Inquisition in the next episode. But for now, in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.